Lasso 2V. We back at the part 2 of the Cairo and Herbo situation. Who is in the wrong, or better yet, who is in the right? Should Cairo have came out and said certain things, or should have Herbo came out way before this and presented it to the public before they had opportunity to, so he'll be able to say his side. But in return, since Herbo is the rapper and he more famous, it wouldn't necessarily look as good if he just quote unquote put street shit out to the public or to the internet just because he feared of a situation like this happening. So in return, since they really don't necessarily want to see nothing bad happen to them per se, they had to go to the only way you can actually. Matter of fact, in today's time, I'm gonna start the video. In today's time, the only way you can touch majority people is through social media. It's through they persona. You have to attack their persona through social media. So whoever they present themselves to be through social media, if it's rapping, acting, comedy, or just being a social media influencer, if you attack that persona and anything that they've been doing on those platforms as a rapper or influencer, if any of those things fall out of line and it don't correlate to the shit that you've been saying or shit that people been believing in you, you're gonna lose a lot of your credibility in these days and time. So this is why I said in my first video that Herbo, they thought Herbo was the smart one. They thought he was the one that was actually, they thought he was the visionary, man. They thought he had a vision for everybody as a whole. But in reality, once he got that money, all of them other niggas start to blur out, and all he seen was himself and all his riches and wealth and fame. And then he got in a relationship with that Ari girl, and she didn't do nothing but continue to blur the real things and real opportunities that he was supposed to be giving to the people that he came or made it out the trenches with. Shout out to 16 Shot on visual. I'm rocking with you.
It's a whole new ballgame because only Experian gives you your FICO score for free.
Hey guys, what the fucking
get yours now. It's easier than layup when you download.
Boy, ads is a new commercial for YouTube, man. A lot of these kids don't even know about commercials, but they know about ads. It's the same damn difference. Got that iced coffee? You heard me? Yeah. That oat milk creamer. What the fuck? How long that shit is?
Yo, what's the word? It's your boy 16. If you like the content on this channel, I want to ask you to like, comment, and subscribe.
You heard what he said. Like, comment, subscribe, man. Lasso 2V. Like, subscribe, Sue 2V to the video, man. Get your shit right together, big home. Shout out Big Fat Podcast.
They asked what are you signed to 150 Dream Team?
I seen that earlier too, but yeah, I am 150 Dream Team. I ain't know, am I signed to I am 150 Dream Team. 150 Dream Team, my son. That's all I see the video. Ain't no who big now that shit don't come from no regular. I am 150 Dream Team. Yeah, I'm signed to it.
What's up?
So when he clearly state, you can see it in his demeanor that it may be an underlining problem that wasn't as big as it becoming to be now, since they didn't put more information out about Herbo. But he kept it humble and just said that nigga 150 Dream Team nigga is me. Which meaning you wouldn't have been able to be no 150 Dream Team without certified street niggas like Ebk Juvie or certified steppers that was behind you to make that shit possible in the fucking first place. Cause niggas wasn't going around scared of no little Herb and no little Bibby. No, them ain't the niggas that was actually that had niggas goddamn thinking the No Limit was a threat. It was niggas like Ebk Juvie and other niggas like that then goddamn paved the way for motherfuckers like Lil Herb to take on a certain persona that they never lived in the first place. So in reality, why didn't you take Ebk Juvie? Why didn't you look out for him when he went to jail? Even if it wasn't your fault. But this is what I said in my first video, so you have to go back to the first video. Niggas get into these breadwinner situations and don't actually know what comes with that shit. A lot of sacrifices of your resources come with being a breadwinner, especially when you making it from the hood or you quote unquote got a whole gang of niggas that you rocking with, and you saying, man, whenever we make it out of the trench, I'm taking all my niggas, and then every video you got 50 something niggas in the video. All them niggas expecting you to take their ass out the hood some type of way, regardless if it's help another nigga that they cooler with, so they'll be able to help them. If each one reach one, man, each one reach one to teach one. And I'm not saying G Herbo didn't help a certain a certain few of the No Limit members. So maybe in his eyes, the one that he was helping, he thought they were gonna be in a better position where they could start helping the other members of No Limit. But in reality, you should have just probably stuck to what you was gonna do in the first place, which is when you first start getting your money, that's when you first should have started investing in your gang as a whole, not just buying new cars and new jewelry just to look like a rapper now.
So what does the 150 actually stand for?
All of us, you know, we grew up as badass kids, a lot of us. They never knew how many of us it was. You know, and they just...
He said 150 with me.
150, you know, standing out there and all this, you know.
Of course you can rap like that if you know you got a goddamn
Makes sense.
150 niggas with you. Or even if it's only 25 niggas, it feel like it's 150 niggas with you. Hell yeah, you gonna rap like you actually some Al Capone type nigga.
The tenants said and the civilians said for us. We badass little kids. It's 150 out. Yeah, we this, you know.
So describe like y'all area type shit, like as far as that area, like is it apartment building, houses, private building houses, over there?
See, it's like a little bit of mix. It's a mixture of both. I'm from there. You got a mixture of both in our shit. You got the apartments and you got the houses on certain ends, you know.
Yeah.
But over east is majority apartments period though.
Another question I had, like, what's your relationship with her? Because I had looked at y'all Instagram and I noticed like y'all wouldn't really follow each other, shit like that.
I'm not here now. We follow each other.
Yeah.
That's my little brother.
This was in December 2020. Yeah, December 2020. A lot of motherfuckers coming out talking about Ebk Juvie hating or he clout chasing. Niggas need to calm down by saying everybody clout chaser, because at the end of the day, if you ain't got a certain craft or you ain't got a certain like momentum already, clout chasing ain't gonna get you nowhere, because you already don't have the buzz behind you to help boost the momentum that you already have. So if he was clout chasing from the time he got out of jail, and if he already know, quote unquote, that G Herbo maybe didn't even look out for him while he in jail, if he was clout chasing, he from this first interview he would have got on there talking about, man, yeah, no, I don't really fuck with G Herbo, man. I ain't really gonna go into it, but we ain't really seeing eye to eye. Niggas then did that in interviews plenty of times where they ain't really say nothing disrespectful about him, but like, nah, we ain't really seeing eye to eye right now. He ain't say that shit. So he was still giving G Herbo the benefit of the doubt and still giving G Herbo that goddamn certified credit from a real street nigga that didn't just went to the joint and did his time. You hear me though? So if you ain't looking out for the same niggas that was making sure niggas wasn't gonna fuck you over because they felt like you was gonna be the breadwinner and you was gonna be the little nigga that helped looked out for everybody regardless of what a motherfucker was doing. You can't blame these niggas. Everybody already call them savages. Or motherfucker already say that motherfucker ain't got no sense. So when a nigga tell me something and then goddamn years later and you still ain't did the shit, but I know you got money because I see you on goddamn the gram and shit, toasting up and doing all this shit, but you quote unquote leaving the goddamn you quote unquote leaving your goddamn blood brothers in the trenches.
I love Suddy. That's my brother on video.
You think these niggas lying on their dead homies, man? Most niggas, I don't even merch shit on my little homie, man. Cause that shit is food to me. So the niggas that goddamn, cause there's too many niggas that just be merching on niggas that they know that's dead just because it makes them seem like they tough or something. But when niggas like that, when you merching something on your homie or your dead homie, niggas most times niggas ain't really lying about that shit. Especially niggas that ain't got shit to lie about it for. He just said, "No, I love Shorty." Nigga, that sounded genuine to me. That means like I really got love for Shorty. I don't want nothing bad to happen to his ass. I just hope that in the near future that he look out for me like he said he would. And come to find out 2 years later, he didn't do that shit. So why you niggas don't know who Ebk Juvie is? Man, this is what I say, man, y'all sit the fuck back if you don't really know who the fuck Ebk Juvie is. I ain't saying I know the nigga personally, but I can tell from niggas' aura or niggas' energy or how they carry themselves that he been one of them stand-up niggas from around that way. You hear me though? Niggas ain't never came out and said anything greasy about his ass. Niggas ain't never said he a bitch. Niggas ain't never goddamn been going off like, man, nigga, Ebk Juvie ain't on this. Ebk Juvie ain't on that. Nigga ain't never had no blemishes in the goddamn street as far as niggas putting false information or even true statements about shit that he doing or ain't doing out. So he ain't that type of nigga. He ain't one of them fool niggas. He one of them actual real stand-up niggas that niggas should have never left behind. It's certain niggas that you don't supposed to leave behind regardless of the fact, because you know when push come to shove, if you take these niggas with you while you got the money, if anything ever happen and you lose all this money, they gonna be right there with you because they gonna always have that loyalty that you took them under your wing when you did have it. So if something happen and you fall off, they gonna be there still with you now. But niggas like Herbo, now you can't fall off now, boy. Ain't no going back to where you goddamn came from, and it could be goddamn good or a bad thing.
Like, I ain't nothing on video. Lil' bro, him on me, you know? What's up? I ain't no bad doing none of that on video. I always say that shit like, damn, he don't fuck with Herbo or him.
Look, so he been hearing that shit the whole time he was in jail. Cause the fans like, damn, hold on. A lot of real niggas that actually goddamn been in tune with this shit know that, like I said in my previous video, that Ebk Juvie is one of them ones that goddamn was already stamped out in the street because he was a little older than Lil Herb. So it was one of those niggas that Lil Herb a call if he got into some shit with some niggas that he thought they felt like it was out of control. Or the same difference for Cairo, or the same difference for some of them other little niggas. I know how shit be. There's certain niggas that you call for other certain shit. Now, when it's some shit that's around y'all age, y'all gonna take care of it for yourself. But it's some shit where niggas, like the situation that happened in McDonald's with Cairo. Who the fuck you think they really called to get on them niggas' ass after that? They goddamn make it a ongoing thing. They called them niggas. They called them niggas, man. They ain't call no Lil Herb, no Lil Baby to go do nothing to them niggas. They called Ebk Juvie and them to goddamn, hey bro, this is what these niggas doing. They said, oh yeah, say less. You hear me though? We're gonna get right with they ass. You hear me though? And you see what happened to goddamn KTS Dre. So sometimes you don't supposed to burn certain bridges, man.
I heard beefing, hell no, me and Lil bro like this. I'm from there.
You heard
it? My phone right now, you gonna see texts from today, you know? That shit ain't shit. We ain't chasing that shit. We the niggas from like that. You know?
Told you.
I'm glad you put it up. The fans kept asking, like, what the fuck going on? Like, shit, I don't...
We ain't know. Yeah, it's my little brother.
He ain't throw no sneak diss and no shade. He shut down all the bloggers. He shut down all that internet fool shit. This is when he first got out 2 years ago. So, if you even saying that let's say G Herbo didn't see this interview. You don't think he was able to get in contact with some of the niggas that he already known from the city, the that Juvie home or goddamn, hey, what's up with that 150 shit, man? What's up with the regular shit, man? I'm back out, man. I'm trying to go hard, man. All I've been doing is trying to stay focused while I've been locked up, man. I ain't trying to get back out here on that. I'm saying shit. And what niggas like, man, I got you, bro. Okay, bet, fuck it. And the real niggas, once a nigga say he got you, nigga, we'll let that shit go by 6 months to a year, damn near 2 years. I'm like, hold on, bro, what? Damn, I thought you said you had me. Like, oh, they might have forgot. But most humble niggas ain't finna stay on another nigga dick talking about, hey, bro, remember you said you had me this week? You still gonna send it? Or, hey, bro, you remember when you said you goddamn had me? What's up with that 150 shit? Every goddamn month. That's some pussy shit. Niggas, stand up niggas don't do that shit. You either gonna do the shit that you said or you shouldn't have said the shit. Simple as that. So maybe if G Herbo wouldn't have overstated his boundaries and overplayed his position as being this boss type nigga where you gonna be able to look out for all the guys through all their trials and tribulations, niggas wouldn't be talking about his ass like they is now.
So you know how you feel about his current situation with I don't know if he incarcerated.
See, you know, I can't speak on another man's business, you know?
Yeah.
That's something people have to ask him. I don't know what's going on, you know?
I'd be clout chasing now if he wouldn't even speak on those street shit that he didn't even have nothing to take part in. Most niggas in interviews, they will give their opinion about somebody going to jail or a situation. He ain't doing that type of shit. That's why I say he ain't that type. He ain't even this type of new Chicago rapping ass nigga that just get on the goddamn interviews and just get to talking about every motherfucking thing just because. It's just certain shit that he ain't gonna say, regardless if it's gonna incriminate him or not. It's just certain shit that he ain't finna say to the goddamn internet, because he ain't no internet type nigga. He didn't come from that era. He went to jail goddamn way before this shit spilled completely over into social media and became what it is now. So in return, since he got out at the shit end of social media and all this shit, what do y'all expect him to do? Use social media to attack the motherfuckers that goddamn ain't abiding by the same shit that they said they was gonna abide by, man. And he wasn't saying that shit 2 years ago. So if a nigga was clout chasing, he would have got the fuck out of jail and start saying that shit. That's all I'm saying.
And Javon, and that's between them.
So can we expect like some music with y'all in the future?
Oh yeah, no question. No question, it's coming.
There's something already done?
He said, can he expect some music from him and G Herbo? Look at his face. Do this look like the face of a nigga that's goddamn trying to clout chase a nigga now? No, this the face of a nigga that right now that's hurt, that he actually vouched for this nigga and put his goddamn pride to the side to believe in another man. Do you know how hard that make another nigga feel when you put your pride to the side and put your trust and faith in another man, and then they let you down for some shit that you know that they was capable of doing? And you're like, damn, but you still let me down? This is why a lot of shit in the hood go the way it go. Because we have faith and we have loyalty and we have trust in certain individuals that we shouldn't have put those goddamn we shouldn't have put those traits into. And that's the genuine truth. Look at this nigga face. He said, hell yeah, you can expect some shit coming. Why in the fuck did G Herbo and him having the whole little mixtape just to put his ass on the map, just to turn him up? Like I said, I don't know what happened underlying it, but obviously it ain't nothing that was that deep that he got on here and said he still had love for him and then was still vouching for everything that G Herbo did or said or anything that had to involve Lil Herb. He was vouching for, which is giving it more credit. Nigga, this look at this nigga face. He was genuinely happy that he actually thought that he was gonna be able to start to make something out of his life by goddamn one of his homies that he didn't know from yay high, goddamn, that made it, and now he gonna be able to goddamn interact and goddamn put niggas on as well. Cause all it takes is you to put a nigga on like Ebk Juvie, and then he would have did the rest and put the rest of the niggas on around him on. So it's just certain shit how you supposed to do certain shit, man. You just can't say certain shit and then not stand on it regardless of what the fuck didn't happen and made you feel like, you know, I don't gotta do that shit no more because, nigga, I done did it a couple times already. Hold on now, nigga. If you ain't just spent upper to $1 million and put into your homies, but you claiming you done got all these M's and you got all this money, then stop the cap, man. Stop the rap bap. You hear me though? Straight like that. Nigga just be out here false flagging. For real. Look at that nigga face, man. He was genuinely happy that he was anticipating on goddamn working with Herbo in the near future. Who wouldn't be?
It's coming though. It's coming now. It ain't done, but it's coming. We got old shit. We got some shit already on now. People probably don't even know. All they gotta take Ebk Juvie turning up. We tweaked out a nigga. This like before I got booked too.
So like, who out in Chicago you rocking on the other side that you listen to?
In Chicago, on Vito Good, really? My niggas, I ain't gonna lie. My niggas, I'm fucking out. I fuck with a couple other niggas now. And they do his shit. Polo G up for now. Rest be fine, they doing that shit for now. They do that shit, come motherfucker from the hundred. All on the AK
Tell you to stop.
Look at that shit. So they do his thing, shout out to bro. Then my niggas on front of the No Limbs.
For sure.
No Limb Mellow right here, front of Shutty Nice. Shutty Nice right there, front of.
You fuck with the music too?
I'm fucking my homie Smoke the Dawn. Smoke the Dawn up next. We got a lot of No Limbs up next. 30, from that. Couple motherfuckers, J-Dot, Crazy. There's a couple motherfuckers there. But me, really, I fuck with myself.
The few people that he said that was supposed to be up next and the No Limits were the same exact people that Cairo has spoke about in a previous interview recently when he was saying the same people that Herbo be trying to shout out in his rap, the same people that he really ain't looking out for. So if 2 years ago in Ebk Juvie mind that he was gonna be working with Herbo and that all them other niggas, Smoke the Don, J-Dot, Crazy James, and a couple other dudes, if he already was anticipating on this coming into fruition, and then we got 2 years later, and now all of a sudden Cairo come out and say all this shit about Herbo, and then everybody questioning Cairo like, damn bro, is you telling the truth? Or motherfucker, some people believe Herbo, or some people may believe Cairo. But if Cairo got on there and said majority of the stuff that he was saying just in reverse, if you pay attention, this shit only got 94,000 views. So, and them Cairo interviews got way more. So people ain't doing they backwards research or they research in general, because 2 years ago he was basically corroborating the story of Herbo lifestyle and everything like that, and saying he was a stand-up nigga because he was gonna be goddamn putting on the rest of his squad because it should been, it's well overdue now. So maybe other niggas even gave Herbo a little more time of leisure while Ebk Juvie was locked up. So even in the presence of Ebk Juvie being locked up for 4-5 years, and then the nigga get out, then you still ain't put on none of them other niggas. You still ain't got nobody in a position where they can goddamn put on for the next nigga because you put on for him. Like I said, each one teach one. But if you ain't teaching the right ones, it ain't gonna reach the next one.
Sure enough. I want to see all of us win. And me listening to myself, making sure we win. Making sure what I say on point. So, they can feel this, yeah.
You hear what he said? He want to see all of us win. A lot of niggas say that shit, but when they get that money, boy, it's a whole different ball game. Because you feel like you didn't put your blood, sweat, and tear to get this money. But in reality, niggas like Ebk Juvie, nigga, protected your blood, sweat, and tears while you was in them damn trenches and while you was riding around them hood where niggas wanted to get on your ass when you first start becoming more famous or more having more clout. that made the bounty on your head go up. So and so in return, guess what? You needed more protection. You needed more goddamn support from all of yo no limit niggas that's around you, niggas that would stand up, niggas that other niggas were scared of, like Ebk Juvie and shit like that. This is what kept your ass alive in Chicago, not you being Lil Herb or nah, nigga. That ain't what kept you alive in Chicago. No, knowing niggas like goddamn Ebk Juvie and a slew of other niggas, I'm sure, kept you with enough support and protection around the city that niggas couldn't get up with you how they want to get up with you if they had the chance to get up with you. So this is why I say you shouldn't burn certain bridges, man, because ain't no going back. Fuck to the hood, but ain't no going back. Ain't no going back across that bridge to goddamn fix shit once you done burnt the motherfucker down, because you already had ample opportunity. While this man was locked up, you could have already been putting on some of the other niggas. Exactly. If he said the dude sitting right next to him been rapping, why you ain't put him on then? So when Ebk Juvie get out, then he can goddamn, he was already been buzzing. So Ebk Juvie can goddamn start to bounce off a few more of the goddamn no limit niggas to goddamn build his momentum back up. Niggas ain't really visionaries. Niggas just seeing shit for themselves, and that's the sad part. This is why we got this situation going on now, where niggas exposing Herbo, and in reality, a lot of motherfuckers thought that he was goddamn at least a stand-up nigga. I ain't say I thought he was out shooting and killing motherfuckers, no, but I at least thought you was a stand-up nigga, that you was a nigga that actually did take care of your niggas. But when I had to play this back, and the same shit that he's saying, that the niggas that he thought was finna be up next, as far as rapping or in a better position, 2 years later they ain't in the same position. So now they all frowning toward Herbo ass. So like Cairo said, he just a voice. He just out here speaking on that shit, because goddamn, just like they ass fed up with it, he that don't play no role with me when you goddamn ain't having that same energy for all the guys, and we all grew up together. I don't like that fool shit. If I have a problem with a nigga, goddamn, I'ma address that nigga. And if he with a group, I'm holding that whole group accountable, because then if y'all letting this fuck nigga do this fuck shit around y'all, nigga, y'all just as guilty as that nigga. And that's just how I rock. Simple as that. So if I ain't fucking with a nigga that's fucking with some goofy ass niggas, I ain't fucking with none of them niggas, because in my eye, not all y'all goofy niggas when y'all get together. Hey, that's just me though. You hear me though? Maybe it's just that Illinois shit. You hear me? Straight like that.
That's gonna be oh yeah, y'all heard what he said? We need to go play this to a white person. Somebody who stand on business, you know? Yeah. For enough. As long as everybody do their job, everybody got a position. I focus on mine, you know?
So what's your recording process like? Like when you go in the studio, you freestyle, you write, or
Either one, on video. I'm versatile, but
I booked our hotel in Kayak. It's flexible if we need to cancel.
Cancel? I haven't left the house in years. Nothing will stop me from vacation. No canceling.
I ain't playing with the ads, is they, boy? TV will start from the start. Now make sure you Lasso 2V, man. Like and subscribe to the video. Lasso 2V. I don't speak that same YouTube language as all these other niggas.
University Globe.
If you don't like it, the fuck off my channel.
yo, what's the word? It's your boy 16. If you like the content on this channel, I want to ask you.
But say, damn, dude, you only get less than 10 views. I don't give a fuck. Fuck, Keisha.
Also, I got a website.
Shout out to 16 Shot on Visual, man. Make sure you subscribe and like his content if you haven't already.
So I don't know if this is true or not, but one of the fans.
Hold on, no, I don't want to look at that. I just want one little part, then I'm be done.
What the shit going on?
it's kind
Oh, that's not the nigga.
You know?
What type of shit you have going on?
Typical same shit. Guns, drugs, shit like that.
And we finna be out
So would
of
you say
it.
like this last time was like the worst just cause like how long it was?
Yeah, but I was gone for a little minute. So yeah, that was the worst.
So what was some things that you went through while you was in that, like probably dealing with shit like that happened on the outside, or even shit that's happening
Yeah,
in
this
that type shit?
typical shit niggas gonna go through in jail. Shit, motherfucker breaking bad. Before being there for you, typical shit like that. I don't know. That shit became natural to me too. You know?
Yeah. So was that why you had cut your dreads from? So if you was to do the drill, they put you like in solitary or some shit?
Nah, your ass ain't no dreads in that joint. Ain't no dreads. That shit over with. None of that. Ain't no braids on the dreads. None of that shit.
I don't know where it's at. I'm trying to find it.
So like when you first got locked up, did people recognize you and like know your story already? Like, oh yeah, that's
A lot of people did, you know, because my shit was high profile. My shit was all on the news everywhere, so a lot of motherfuckers do like, oh, you just did weird shit, you know, but and then just far as the music and it's heartbroken, you know, because like the shit's scary. I'm like, damn, my kid, you know, I got a 3-year-old boy, like, you tell me I'm finna get out of jail when her kid.
See, that's another thing. When you selling other niggas false dreams and they based in their future reality based on the false dreams and hopes that you giving them because of your position that you in. It's not even like you didn't get to make it to a certain position. No, you made it to a better position than a lot of niggas from Chicago rapping. So in reality, you should have been able to look out and do more tangible things for your homies, man, as far as just building something, as far as something tangible, for as legitimate businesses, Airbnbs, like I said in my first video, the rental car business. It's just y'all could have went into the legal cannabis business, man. You could have moved them niggas out to LA and bought your own little land and built something. It ain't that much money. Motherfuckers be putting too much thought into shit that actually ain't tangible when motherfuckers getting these $300,000 and $200,000 cars and shit. With $200,000, boy, you can have a whole goddamn section. You can have a whole residential goddamn little complex damn near already halfway built with $200,000. You know, it ain't have to be no upscale suburban shit. You just start off with the land and start gradually going from there. Even if it's just to build your own little studio apartment complex. You know what? They ain't even got no studio apartment complex, man. Exactly. That's why I'm in the fucking future. And a lot of these niggas with the rap, with all this money that's rapping and shit, these niggas living in the past trying to do shit that they seen old ass rappers doing and shit. But in reality, like I said, you can't be lying to niggas, selling niggas false dreams when they got kids and shit. And I ain't saying they depended on next man to take care of their kids, but if I didn't grew up with this nigga and we done made it out this dire situation together, the least you can do is when you get some funky ass fucking money, nigga, is help a nigga out and put a nigga in a better position, not just give me a couple hundred here or a stack here or a stack there. That shit ain't shit. Nigga, that ain't shit but a goddamn stimulus check. So that's basically what it seemed like. That's basically what Cairo was saying, like in the 16 shot video. Herbo ain't do shit but give his homies a whole bunch of stimulus checks, goddamn here and there. That shit, that's not real shit, my nigga. As we see, everybody that got them stimulus checks didn't get to make nothing from that shit. And the whole point I was trying to get to is he said 16 shot him asking what he do when he first got out. He literally pointed to Cairo and said, this nigga the one that picked him up, gave him some money, and took him out to go shopping, buy some clothes and shit. But he still was not sneak dissing Herb at all. Never said nothing bad about Herb, none of that. But even already in the back of his mind, already knowing Herb was on some fuck shit, he still didn't backdoor his ass and start to goddamn talk behind his back and no greasy shit like that. At least not from the internet's point of view. Because he was still holding that humbleness that maybe one day in the near future, sometime soon, Herb will come to his senses and be like, oh damn, my bad, bro. I know I've been fucking up, slacking up with these bitches and shit like that, acting like a rapper, acting goddamn Tusa Diddy. Here, I got this for you. I've been goddamn working on this the whole time. So in their mind, they thought he was actually working on something for them. But in reality, he wasn't working on shit, but goddamn working on Ari ass from the back. And as soon as she got tired of his ass, well, she went on to Moneybag Yo. And it is what it is.
I think going 3rd grade type shit when her kid 3, no.
Check my time stamps, man. Don't mind me.
My biggest shit was me not being.
We live at it right now, man. All pre-recorded live videos.
So when was like the turning point? Cause you got sentenced to 6 years, right?
Yeah.
What was it? What would you like copped out type shit?
I copped out.
It's been real. TV, let's stop from the start now. And what this situation should teach us is that don't matter how far you done came with a nigga, or how long you done known a nigga, or how long y'all done grown up together, when certain individuals get the abundance of resources, their priorities change, their vision change, their perspective of the world around them change, because they get around a lot of niggas that got money, and then they talking about a whole bunch of niggas that don't got money and shit like that, and then only thing they can be in the back of your mind is a lot of the niggas that you came from. So, oh yeah, I can't fuck around with them dirty ass niggas no more. Hold on, cause them niggas might be trying to snake me out, or them niggas might be jealous. So you letting the other rich fuck niggas goddamn get in your brain and tailor how you actually supposed to be moving in these streets, which is just like a certified stand up nigga. Which that mean you just gonna do what you say you was gonna do. A lot of us don't got nuts no more. A lot of these niggas got soft packs, man. It's been real. I'm out.